A smartphone display is generally made up of three main layers. The display screen. This layer is responsible for generating and presenting information. Typically, it consists of a high-performance LED or OLED panel made up of millions of individually lit pixels, used to show visual content such as text, images, or any app running on the device. The conductive or touch layer. This is a layer sensitive to changes in electrical properties, allowing us to interact with the screen through touch. There are various technologies available, but the most common is capacitive touch, which detects changes in the electric field when a human finger touches the surface. The outer glass layer. The final and most external layer is a toughened, durable glass, such as Gorilla Glass, designed to protect the more delicate layers beneath it. The screen of a smartphone isn't just a piece of glass. It's a complex system that allows us to view information and interact with the device. Without a doubt, it's the component we engage with the most on our smartphones. When Bob touches his smartphone, for example to unlock it, his touch causes a change in the electrical properties of the touch layer. A dedicated software, known as a driver, is designed to detect not only these changes but also their exact location and intensity. It then converts them into a digital input, a command that triggers the desired action on the device. Sensors. Sensors are the components that allow a smartphone to independently understand what's happening around it. A sensor is a small hardware component capable of detecting and measuring various aspects of the surrounding environment, transforming them into electronic signals that the smartphone can interpret and use. All modern smartphones integrate multiple sensors. The main ones include accelerometer, measures movement, shifts, and the orientation of the phone in space. Ambient light sensor, measures the amount of light around the device. Fingerprint sensor, detects the unique features of a fingerprint used to unlock the phone or authorize payments. Proximity sensor, detects when the phone is near your face, preventing accidental touches during calls. And many others, such as the gyroscope, magnetometer, and barometer. Let's take Bob as an example. While he's walking with his smartphone in his pocket, the accelerometer constantly records his movements, helping him monitor his daily physical activity at any moment. A little later, Bob enters an area exposed to direct sunlight. The ambient light sensor immediately detects the change in brightness and sends electronic signals to increase the screen's brightness. Despite the blinding sun, Bob can still read his phone's display with ease. The camera. It's definitely one of the most loved and widely used features of a smartphone. In reality, it's an incredibly complex hardware system. On the back of the device, you often see multiple cameras. This isn't an aesthetic choice, but rather an engineering solution to ensure the highest photographic quality, no matter what scene you're trying to capture. Each camera is specialized for a particular type of photo or video. Main camera acts as the all-rounder. It's used for most photos and videos in various lighting conditions. Ultra-wide camera allows you to capture a much wider portion of the scene, making it perfect for landscapes or large architectural structures. Macro camera, dedicated to close-up subjects. It can capture incredibly tiny details with impressive clarity. Regardless of their specific use, all cameras share three main components. The lens. Made up of multiple tiny glass or plastic elements, its crucial role is to precisely focus the light from the captured scene onto the image sensor. The image sensor. Composed of millions of microscopic elements called pixels, it records the intensity and color of the incoming light. High-quality sensors for professional use can reach resolutions of 40 to 50 megapixels. That's up to 50 million pixels. The ISP, or image signal processor. This can be considered a true optimizer. It reduces noise, stabilizes the image, adjusts color and contrast, and performs various enhancements to deliver the best possible final photo. Bob sees some beautiful flowers. He gets closer, selects the right camera, and presses the shutter button. The camera immediately goes to work. The light reflected from the flowers is focused, transformed into electrical signals, and processed. Now, a stunning image is saved in the smartphone's storage, ready to be admired or shared. Modem. The modem is the hardware component that allows your smartphone to communicate with other smartphones and, more broadly, with the entire mobile network. It's an essential part of the device that enables it to connect to the network, allowing you to send and receive data, share photos, or call friends and family. Inside your smartphone, information travels as digital electrical signals made up of ones and zeros, the language of computers. Outside your smartphone, in the surrounding environment, information needs to travel through the air using electromagnetic waves, the same waves used by radio or Wi-Fi. The modem can be seen as a true universal translator. Its job is exactly this. It takes the digital information from your phone and converts or modulates it into electromagnetic waves that can travel through the air to reach the nearest cell tower. The same process happens in reverse. The modem receives electromagnetic waves from the cell tower and converts or demodulates them back into digital signals that your smartphone can understand. Over time, different generations of mobile communication technologies have emerged: 2G, 3G, 4G, and the most recent 5G. Each new generation uses different radio frequencies and increasingly advanced signal processing techniques. That's why, in order for a smartphone to fully take advantage of today's ultra-fast connections, it's essential for its modem to be modern and equipped with all the necessary technologies and protocols to speak the right language with the network around it. Bob loves sharing his passions, so he decides to post the photo he just took. As soon as he presses the share button, the modem comes into action. It converts the digital information that makes up that photo into electromagnetic waves and sends them through the antenna. Once they reach the mobile network, these signals are routed to his friends' devices, allowing them to see his photo within just a few brief moments. A battery is like a small energy reservoir inside your smartphone. More precisely, it stores chemical energy that is gradually converted into electrical energy to power the device. There are different types of batteries, but today the vast majority of smartphones use lithium-ion, Li-ion, or lithium polymer, LiPo batteries. Batteries are mainly composed of these key components working together. Anode, negative terminal. This is where all the charged particles, lithium ions, are stored when the battery is fully charged. Cathode, positive terminal. The opposite side of the battery. When the battery is fully discharged, all the lithium ions have moved here. Electrolyte solution. Often liquid or gel-like, it allows lithium ions to migrate from the anode to the cathode without the two terminals coming into direct contact. Every time the smartphone is turned on, a controlled chemical reaction is triggered inside the battery. Lithium ions detach from the anode, travel through the electrolyte solution, and reach the cathode. This movement of ions forces electrons to leave the anode and flow through the external electrical circuits. In this case, your smartphone circuits. It's precisely this flow of electrons through the display, processor, sensors, and all other components that powers them and allows the phone to function. Bob visits a park on a beautiful sunny day. He takes countless photos of flowers, animals, and breathtaking landscapes. Bob knows that his smartphone's battery is fully charged, so he can fully enjoy all his activities. SoC, or System on a Chip, is truly the brain of your smartphone, a real marvel of modern technology. All the main intelligent components of a smartphone, such as the CPU, Central Processing Unit, GPU, Graphics Processing Unit, ISP, Image Signal Processor, and the controllers for various peripherals are integrated together into a single, tiny piece of silicon. The SoC acts like a perfect orchestra conductor. Whenever any part of the smartphone needs to perform a task, whether it's opening an app, scrolling through a web page, or processing an image, the SoC receives the command. Then, like an expert conductor, it breaks down the complex task into smaller activities, distributes them to its various integrated components, and coordinates their execution. This coordination is not only flawless, but also incredibly fast and efficient, precisely because all these components are right next to each other. Bob taps his smartphone screen, takes a photo, and makes a call. He doesn't realize that these seemingly simple daily actions are actually transformed into an incredible sequence of internal commands and tasks. And the SoC is always there, like the best technological friend, tirelessly executing them, or at least until the battery runs out. We live in a fast-moving tech world. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. Let us know what you think.